if the microphone person after the one there, come back here because otherwise she's going to attack me from the back. This young man here first.
Do you think you'll win the war in Afghanistan while you're president?
I think it's a very good question. I personally do not believe we're going to win that war. I think that, in fact, the sooner we can find a way to recognize that the problems are dramatically different and harder. The problems may well be with us your entire lifetime. Trying to root out and defeat a religiously impelled terrorist operation that is very widespread requires, I think, a totally new strategy. This is why we need an American energy policy. The Saudis are the largest funders of Wahhabism across the planet. They have more schools teaching more people to hate us than any other group. Even though and I guarantee you, I will never bow to a Saudi king or walk arm in arm with him. The Iranians currently have a dictatorship dedicated to a religious system in which causing a nuclear war would be seen as a positive event because it would lead to the coming of the 12th Imam. The Pakistanis have been lying to us. I mean, when you learn that bin Laden was in a military city about a mile away from the National War College, the number one thing you know is the Pakistani government was protecting him. I mean, there had to be some elements of the Pakistani government protecting him. What was the reaction of the Pakistanis to our killing him? It wasn't to be angry about the people who were hiding him. It was to be angry about the people who helped us find him. Now that to me was a symptom of how bad the situation is. So I think we have to rethink. This is not a military go shoot people problem. This is a fundamental strategy of thinking through how we're going to change those cultures, and that is going to be a long, hard process that involves diplomacy, information campaigns, education, lots of things. But it's not going to be accomplished by the military, and I think it is tragic, the young men and women we have lost in a campaign, which in the end, just as in Iraq, is going to turn out not to change the country. One last thing, probably a longer answer. By the way, how old are you?
12.
You're 12. Good question. A very good question. One of my two leading debate coaches is 12. Maggie is my she's my granddaughter, and she's 12, and she is one of my two debates. My grandson Robert Silverman, he's 10. So I'm going to report to them, and you're doing a good job here. Keep my toes. But I'll just tell all of you, I wrote a paper in August of 2002 for the Bush administration. It was called Operation Switch, and I said in that paper, we should go in and defeat Saddam Hussein. It should take about 21 days. It actually took 23. We should have